The F1 engine has played a pivotal role in recent years, but its development seemed to have hit a roadblock with its freezing. Consequently, updates for the engine were off the table, leaving teams stuck with their existing power units. However, a ray of hope shines on the horizon as significant engine upgrades are slated for the upcoming year. Mercedes is set to introduce a vastly improved engine in 2024. The team believes there is untapped potential for enhancement, coupled with a fresh approach to component allocation. The compact design of the W13 and W14 led to reduced engine performance due to the tight confines required for the cooling system. Therefore, the horsepower in 2024 is something to keep a close eye on. In bricks worth, Mercedes remains confident that their power unit ranks among the best globally. The new layout for the W15 is expected to provide ample room for power output expansion. Lewis Hamilton expressed his concerns during the Japanese Grand Prix, particularly on a challenging circuit like Suzuka where the W14 exhibited limitations, especially in terms of aerodynamics. The seven-time world champion initially pointed out a lack of downforce, resulting in slower speeds and difficulty in handling sharp turns. The issues for the Brackley team, however, extend beyond just downforce. They also relate to overall balance, with a rear end that doesn't complement the new front end, a problem that affects traction, ground clearance, and stability. Hamilton suggested that the problems primarily stem from the overall design philosophy. He referenced McLaren's success following the Red Bull philosophy as a direction worth considering. With their current design philosophy, adding downforce doesn't lead to improvement, instead, it exacerbates handling issues. Hamilton expressed optimism about the team's potential over the next 6 months of development, believing that they have what it takes to compete for the world title. One crucial aspect to watch out for in Mercedes' future progress is the zero pods concept that the team adopted at the start of the 2022 championship. This concept, though innovative, posed significant challenges related to power unit packaging. The limited available space forced Mercedes engineers to make significant compromises in the dimensions and arrangement of power unit components, particularly affecting the cooling system. In the pursuit of reduced drag by eliminating belly structures on the car, they inadvertently sacrificed reliability and power output, two interdependent aspects critical under F1 regulations. While some changes have been made to the car's lateral structures this season, aligning them with the Red Bull philosophy, it was not feasible to modify power unit components for the current season. However, the 2024 car will be born with a new philosophy in mind, offering more flexibility in terms of design, both in the lower and upper parts of the car. This will ease space constraints and allow for a more accommodating power unit packaging, promising gains in reliability, power output, and overall performance. One Mercedes team engineer emphasized that the current layout was tailored for the zero pods concept with limited proportions, and a minimalistic cooling system, a design they now aim to move beyond. Despite the constraints encountered so far, a Mercedes team engineer has expressed confidence in their drive unit when analyzed against competitors' statistics. In some instances, it has even proven to be the most efficient. This optimism fuels Mercedes as they look forward to the next season, where the reorganization of the bonnet and side pods will provide greater space for component arrangement and sizing. We will closely monitor whether, in 2024, Mercedes' power unit can maintain its leadership and outshine rival units, as it has done since 2014. With the expectation that next year's car will be formidable, Mercedes has set ambitious targets for the 2024 season to put their innovative W15 concept to the test. After facing significant challenges with their car this year, Mercedes is exploring new concepts for the upcoming season. The team aims to meet their ambitious targets by the beginning of the next year. Mercedes trackside engineering director, Andrew Shovlin, has noted that the W14 lacks stability and is grappling with a shortage of downforce, making it challenging for drivers Russell and Hamilton to control. Shovlin revealed at Suzuka that the development of the W15 will take a different approach, signaling significant changes to the car. The big question remains, can Mercedes make a comeback next year? Will the upgraded engine and a completely revamped car design turn the tide in their favor? However, Mercedes faces stiff competition as Red Bull plans to introduce upgrades for their engine as well. According to Koji Watanabe, Red Bull is set to have an improved Honda engine in 2024. While power and performance improvements are restricted, there is room for progress in other areas with this engine. For instance, Ferrari has made significant developments to their engine, and Mercedes' ERS system remains robust. Red Bull also intends to enhance their engine's lifespan for the next year. However, it's worth noting that this upgraded engine won't provide long-term benefits to Red Bull, as Honda is no longer allowed to share engine details. Starting in 2026, the two former partners will become competitors, with no exchange of information between Milton Keynes and Sakura. The failure to reach an agreement with Honda is regrettable, as Max Verstappen commented upon the formalization of Honda's partnership with Aston Martin from 2026 onward. This transition coincides with F1's new technical and regulatory cycle, featuring significant changes in power units, with a greater emphasis on electrical components. The divide between Honda and Red Bull arose during the establishment of the engine business in Milton Keynes, initially planned due to Honda's anticipated retirement after 2021. Despite Honda's change of heart, Red Bull had already committed substantial investments. The ultimate goal was to create an independent engine department in Milton Keynes, making the team entirely self-sufficient. While the foundation for success in the next 2 years is in place, the relationship between Red Bull and Honda has cooled significantly since the agreement with Aston Martin was confirmed. In 2026, two companies that have been closely linked since 2018 will become rivals. Red Bull now leases the intellectual property to operate Honda power units on the circuit, with manufacturing and maintenance carried out in Sakura, Japan. Even adjustments and map changes are handled by Honda staff accompanying the team at the circuit. Red Bull maintains a veil of secrecy around its engine development, which is a collaborative effort with Ford, as revealed by HRC President Koji Watanabe. The situation can be described as an information battle, as reported by the Dutch newspaper De Telegraaf. According to Watanabe, Red Bull possesses a respectable level of knowledge concerning our power unit. However, the primary responsibility for development and the entire process rests with us. Hence, the majority of the technical expertise remains in our hands. As a result, these two F1 juggernauts will coexist in an armed peace for the next 2 years. During this period, Red Bull will be kept in the dark about Honda's developments, even though their power unit is subject to a freezing regime. The rivalry between Red Bull and Honda is set to begin in 2026, and it remains to be seen how much they will miss each other. What are your thoughts on this situation? Can Red Bull successfully develop an engine capable of winning races and championships, or will they find themselves longing for Honda's expertise? In the event of Red Bull's struggles, could Mercedes step in to reclaim dominance? Share your opinions in the comments below. The upcoming years promise to be intriguing, and we eagerly await the unfolding of events. I'm eager to hear your thoughts and perspectives. Please share them in the comments section below. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel for notifications on our future uploads, ensuring you stay informed about the developments in the 2023 Formula One season.